ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another Warhammer 3 Total War. This time, thankfully, it is a little bit different. Last time I kept going up against Rakeland. Yeah, I just had a lot of issues with Rakeland apparently. So this time I am playing as Avelorn. I think that's how you call it, basically playing as the elves. And I was going up against the Drowned, which was the Vampire Coast, I believe. So, let's get into the game. Try not to fight the actual battle, because that'll take a lot longer. Okay, let's go. So, what I noticed was the enemy actually had the second army coming in from here. And I wondered if it would be a good idea to have all my troops aiming at these guys straight away. And then I went, you know what, no, probably not the best idea. Usually because the enemy comes in, use a lot of their weapons, which is primarily, I think, just guns and bats at this point. A couple of military units, but not many. So I had the garrison units here, pushed them over to this area here, had them ready on the flank. I had a couple of extra archer units, and then I also had my Scions of Maslan, had those guys there, and then I also had my monstrous infantry Treekin, who were just going to defend this side from that enemy until I had pretty much defeated this lot. So I had a couple of these Illyrian Reavers with bows, which were extremely helpful at the start, especially dealing with the deck droppers, which also have pistols on them. Then of course I had them starting to fire at the animated hulks, which, I mean, if you have a look at these guys, they are pretty fucking creepy looking. They've got arrows in them already from where all the arrows have actually been hitting. Okay. So those will be my Boys of Avelorn, I think? Sisters of Avelorn, I think. Yeah, Sisters of Avelorn. I let them stay on to auto fire because they were actually doing a good enough amount of damage to the enemy. And plus they are really good shots, and the only problem I had was that the ammo capacity would go quite quickly on them, so I decided to get myself some extra sets of troops and move, sorry, not extra sets of troops, extra ammo capacity for them. And then I started to realise that I was under immense threat right now, because this lot were pretty much just battering me. Thankfully my Treekin were doing pretty decently, considering they were dealing with other monstrous enemy. But they haven't lost a single troop yet. They've killed 10 enemy, 11 enemies. Doing quite well. I was actually quite proud of them. Of course, here is my general, who is also my faction leader. I think I was focusing more on this area for the moment, just to try and deal with all the pain in the arse enemy. Wasn't too worried about these guys dying, or the spear units that I sent in, other than the Scions. The Scions I was a bit worried about, but they did pretty well. Then of course I've got my Lothlorien Sea Guard, which is my missile and spear infantry, which they're actually gorgeous looking units. I mean, the detail on these is immense. Anyway, let's get back to the strategy wise anyway. So sent in these guys, kept them there from the start of the battle. They are firing on pretty much all the enemy units that are in somewhat close proximity. If I do this, you'll be able to see that they can fire quite far. Plus they're decent in a fight as well. They're not perfect, but they're a lot better than the archers that I had looking after the place. These guys have only lost 3 units. They were pretty much just holding everything for me. It's wonderful. The melee attack damage isn't too bad, to be fair. Okay. How are we doing over here? Okay, so Josephalis Deltarian, I believe. Okay, so here we go. Monstrous units are now being destroyed by my dryads and also my spearmen. We killed off one of their leaders, which is the reason why we won so quickly. The other enemy general that was around here, it was somewhere around here, I think. So where my general is, I think the enemy general was here. Yeah, there he is. I'm pretty sure that was the enemy general. But the only reason why we actually won this battle was due to the fact that the enemy general was actually quite weak. So I ended up killing him off quite quickly. Obviously these guys weren't going to last, but they did okay. You know, these guys did shit. These guys did okay considering they only had like 8 men each. These guys did alright as well considering they had about the same. Let's have a look. So obviously these guys did bloody brilliantly. Sisters of Avelorn getting 71. Lotharian Seaguard doing quite well. Tree King got 27 kills, which I'm actually quite proud of considering they were there just to hold, not to actually kill. But yeah, 169 kills, he's up on first. Then we've got 121 from the Lotharian Seaguard, 107 for the others, and then 87 for Spearmen, 71 and 71 on top, 78 from the White Lions of Terrace. Thankfully we didn't lose that many troops, but they were doing enough damage to make me worry. But yeah, so thank you very much for watching. This was a very short video. For some reason I thought it'd be longer, but I do hope to see you all again very soon. And always please remember to like, comment and subscribe, and click on the notification bell to tell you every time that I go live and every time a video goes live as well. So thank you so much for watching, and I all hope you have a wonderful day. Goodbye.